let's get started. Let's get started doing some Leetcode. There's also Advent in code. So I think we're gonna try that out and solve them. It's only 12 days long. So mine as well. Mine as well. I don't know why this. Okay, let's see here. Also, I don't have the chat open. Just realized that. And then we can take a look at this problem. Okay, cool. I think we're good, right? I have not, yeah, I did not talk really. Let's see, I think this is fine. I think we're good. Let me just go ahead and post this. And then actually, let's go to the, oh, it's because it's, okay, no, it's not, it's all good. Hello from Poland, Maha Frankowska. Hello. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do some Leetcode algorithms. Poland is where has some great programmers there, actually. There's a lot of programmers in Poland. I want to go there at some point. I think it would be cool. Because all the Polish people I've met have been very cool. Let's see here. Maya. It's Maya or Maja? Maya. Let's see. Okay, I think this is fine. All right, I think we got it. All right. There we go. Beautiful. All right, let's get into these problems. So let's do this one. This one's easy. Should be easy. Good news is they've already discovered project management. I honestly, I don't really care about the story. I just want the problem. So let's do that. Password. Makes a small click. Rotations. Lower numbers, right? Higher numbers. Distance value. 1, 1. Rotation R8 means it's 19. L19 means it's 0. Left 99 is a tower point at 50. Some of these rotations. What's the actual password to open the door? So this seems like you just want to create the history of the dials, I'm guessing. Sometimes the dial is left. The number of times the dial is left pointing at 0 in any rotation. Okay, so then we'll just do like, where are we now, and then do that. How do we know where I'm currently at? Oh, to play, identify yourself. Based, I have to identify myself. Lovely. All right, let's try to do that. Let's try to identify myself. We can start solving this. I think this should be right? Also, I could actually make a private leaderboard. Oh wow, Solaris already solved it. I probably shouldn't be surprised by that. I should not be surprised by that. Okay, well, I'm signed in now. So I think you can just join using this code. So let's see here. Let me do this. Join the leaderboard. Leaderboard. If anyone wants to join, and solve these with me. There we go. Cool. There we go. That's good. Now it should give me the option, right? Go ahead and put this into a document. And then start coding. Let's say part 1, I guess. Really, it's like problem 1. Really. And then we'll just go through it. That's the cool thing here. I'll just type it out like that. Okay, and then let's try to increase the size of this, I guess. And then let's just store all of them into a thing. Operations. Maybe. I don't remember how to. I think I even have a command on my Vim for actually adding input. I do. It's this. But this doesn't. I don't think this is going to do anything. That's for if it's spaced. But I think the other way I was doing it is fine. Because we'll just keep calling input. I think that gets the new line. Nope, nothing. Weird. I don't remember, how do you get input line by line in Python then? I felt like it should have been that. You can definitely use input. I don't need. Apparently, you're not supposed to use input. Whatever, I'll just use stdin, I guess. But okay, so we'll just do that, I guess. But for line in sys stdin. Okay, there we go. Okay, I guess it's better sys I haven't used that before either. I think normally I do it the other way. So that's fine, but that's fine. Now we know. I don't know why I would try using input. It's definitely probably more efficient to use the actual built-in library for inputs, but wait. Oh, well, I am also doing it here. What the heck? I'm doing both. Okay. I don't know why. That's beautiful. Look at that. Oh my god. Just slash in at the end. Okay, I have an idea. So we'll do all of the line except for the end. And that should fix it, yeah. So we're fixed there. Okay, great. So then all we need to do is figure out, okay, what's the starting point? How do I know where the dial is pointing at? I just need to know that answer. And then we're just going to convert string into an integer. I think it's probably going to start here at 68. Or does the dial always start by pointing at 50? I guess so. Okay, so we always start at 50, and then we'll just be applying just numerations, if depending on the L. L means minus, R means subtract. And that will be very, very easy. So we can go ahead and code that. We can just do that in Python. I don't know. Honestly, I should use Java, but I don't think I'm good enough at Java. I mean, to do math operations and substrings, I feel like I definitely do Java, but whatever. So what we'll do is we'll go through every line. We'll say starting point 0, and then or 50, and then we'll print our answer by doing if line at 0 is equal to R else. I might not even need the thing here. I mean, maybe. Let's just kill that last part. And then we'll say num equals int. A line is an integer. Maybe that's better. Just take it like that. And then we can do starting point plus equals number. And actually I like it like this. I like this. And then we make it a subtraction. If it's not a right, I think right is increasing. And then we just have it there. And then if starting point equal to 0, then we need to know I don't know, history or something. What are we doing? What exactly is happening here? We have the dial started 2050, dial rotated 30. Password is 3, so it's just the number. Is that really it? That seems kind of dumb. Okay, sure. All right. Let's do this one. All right, that should be good. We got 9. I think that should be fine. Okay, it's not the right answer. Oh no. Oh no. Unless I misunderstood the question, but let's do let's go here and then do different input. See what we get for this example case, and hopefully our bug becomes obvious. 68, 30, 48, 5, 60. $68. Did I just reverse it? 68 plus 50. Oh, because it's 99, so we have to modulo it. We have to modulo it by 99. Need to modulo it. Then what else? 68, 30. I don't know if I want to. 30, and then do it after. $50, and then we're at 60. 50, we're at 81. So we're off by 1. Should be at 82. We're off by 1. Why is that? $68. Starting point after 81. Before 81. shouldn't even be, oh yeah, because okay, we kind of messed that one up, but this int 99 does nothing here. It would, beast. $81, $51. I don't know why it's off by 1. Well, hopefully this works. I feel like this has been too much time. It's been too much time. Maybe 58, maybe. Oh my god. Oh wait, also, why would I think... I could just try it again, but it's probably bad. Let's try to figure out why am I off by 1 on this example. Here. Why are we off by 1? This is fine. L6. I could probably reformat this. We'll do that. Do it after. Oh, hello. I've never Leetcoded in my life. Well, welcome. We're doing some easy Leetcode to start off. Welcome, welcome. How to get good at arrays, parsing file input, and how to do math. Try to debug why this isn't working. I mean, I can run it. What's 50 plus 68? It's 118. It's 118. I guess maybe I should mod 100 then. I should maybe mod 100. Let's see, 118 modulo. Because if it modulos, it'll be a 0. That's where it's happening from. That's why. It'll be 0. So it'll actually lose 1. Can you make videos on projects people should do that simulates things that will actually do during work? Well, I mean, the issue with making a video on a project, I mean, I can talk about projects you should do, but I can't, I mean, I don't want to code actual project. That'll take too much time, and there's already a ton of people doing that. But I actually have done that. Like, I've literally, like, vibe coded stuff that I'm like, oh, hey guys, like, if you just did more of this, you should do something like this. And, but I've made it in videos. I've talked about it before. Like, if we look at something like this, actually, it may be better if I switch to my other thing here. Yeah, so like all these system design videos are like, here's how you design an application, and it's like all the technology you would use and stuff like that, from, you know, a distributed system. But like these won't help someone who's trying to start off and start a project. Like the videos that I think would be cool, like if somebody actually built out, I mean, like an AI receptionist. I think I like showed like how you would make that. There's one with lawyers too that I made. I think this one, Google reviews for AI, made one for lawyers somewhere here, but oh yeah, here it is. I-129, like yeah, just going through that. But like a project that's going to impress someone very, very generally is just, it's like you made it for someone. So, or it's very technically sound. So like you're implementing like a database, like you're building your own database, for example. So you're creating your own tree, you're writing it in your own programming language, or like, whatever, like you're creating a programming language too is another one that would be impressive. But that's in terms of impressing and demonstrating like strong abilities. Things you'll actually do on the job, you partner with someone. So you can have communication, you can contribute, maybe to an open source project, or you can just partner with someone and code something. But like all those will build the skills. I don't know, somebody left a comment here. Oh boy. This question. Hi, sir. I'm from India. I've been following you for very long. Can you tell me whether to continue my journey with backend development plus cloud plus DevOps or switch my career? Bro, cloud plus DevOps, that's way too much. You're doing too much. Like, it should just be very, very simple. Like, let's just make this very, very simple, right? Like, which projects should you do? And I would say, like, think about something you want to build and then, like, just build it. That's how it should be. And like it should be that prove that, choose the language stack and whatever and all that stuff. Dang, you never take a break. Is this maintenance? Are you looking for another job? No, I'm not looking for another job. It's just maintenance, really. It'll be like 30 days of maintenance, and then I'll be casually doing it, I think. But even then, like I just need to get back, and so December I'll just get back to I think my form, and then I'll actually maintain because I haven't done a whole lot, honestly. Like here, here was just March, April, May, June. Like it's just 7 months of not doing anything. So just do maintenance. Yeah. What is up, Christian? What is up? What is up? But yeah, like that's how a project should go. Like I feel like I've definitely talked about it before. Maybe I should talk about it right now again so we can actually just clear this. Just clear this. Like what makes a good project to get hired? Okay. What makes a good project to get hired? Like, there's several things, right? So work for, do a project, someone else. Do a project for someone else too. GitHub testing. What do you gotta say? Yeah. Okay, and then we'll do your patient. Okay. Cool. Cool. Okay. Yeah, let's talk about this. Okay. What makes a good programming project that's going to get you hired, or just any project that's going to get you hired? One is that like you did the project for someone else. This is the biggest thing. Number one, you did the project, you do the project for someone else. I think a lot of programmers want to just do everything themselves, which is good. But on the job, if you want to simulate what it's like to work on the job, you don't get to pick your own projects. Not really, not as a junior. They'll hand you it. And so that's something that like you just listen, like literally ask your mom, dad, uh, your friends, whatever. Hey, what do you want me to build? And then you just build it for them. So you research it, you design it, you communicate with the person to make sure that you build what they actually want. You build it, it actually works. You test it, make sure it actually works, and then you deploy it. And this cycle is going to impress any recruiter, interviewer, whatever, because you did it for someone else. Then there's other things like doing your own technical project, having the GitHub, testing it. And then finally, I would say there's like vibe coding stuff. I would say this stuff helps get you hired. The other stuff, again, I prefer this. I think this one's king. And these are like kind of lower level if you just are too scared, I guess, to talk to somebody, or you don't want to talk to another human being. You can finesse your way with these other two. And the other thing is like avoid, to-do list. Because when you do to-do lists, it takes you 1 hour to do, by the way. Like maybe 1 to 5 hours at most. So unless you're a beginner, if you're a beginner, do whatever you can do, build whatever you can build. But this is how, like, if you want to build a project, this is how, like, you would get hired. You just do that. So there you go. There you go. It shouldn't be a personal project. It should be make money. No, I don't think it's fine. I think it's fine. Like, should it be a personal project? Should be make money? No, it shouldn't really be make money. Like, the cool thing is that when you do this, you can actually start making money from it. But I think to start, just do it for free. If you don't know how to code, if you have no idea how to code, do it for free. Don't make money. Like, just have a repository, because the problem is that we have like several phases here that we want to get through. And if you're at make money step and you haven't even done the other ones, like, you're not really going to make money. Cool. Okay, I think I understand this. I want to do modulo, but I don't know when it wraps. So then that means that, like, if starting point greater than 99 equals yeah, I mean, that's like, I don't know, that's the strategy that I would employ, is that, like, if I don't know how to code, okay, well then it's like, let's just code stuff. And I mean, that's just it. Like, if you just code stuff, you'll crush. But if you want to go better, you would build it for someone else. You would just ask them and just build it. And then if you can't build it, well, then you aren't good enough at programming. And so then you have to learn how to do that. Right. But that's all a part of the process, is just learning, figuring out how to use it, and then build something. Probably tune into more once I start learning the Leetcode. Yeah, we're doing, I mean, this problem is very, very easy. It's a very, very big beginner problem, which you should be able to understand. Like, I mean, we have a list of these. We want to take all of the numbers. This means lower the number. This means higher, increase the number. And then we want to see how many times does the number eventually equal 0. Because we only go from 0 to 99. Maybe I should do, maybe actually what I'm doing here, I actually wouldn't do anything. So here we should return 3, but I'm missing something. I'm getting 50 and then 81. I don't know why. That is so weird. Because 50 plus 68. Oh, what? Did I subtract or what? No, it's 50 minus 68, right? I think I understand. Modulo 99. Negative 18. But it feels so close. I subtract. Did I make my own official site? No, this is Advent of Code. So this one's like a beginner-friendly, kind of beginner-friendly site, where this guy just does like Christmas on December every year. He does problems. These, I mean, yeah, I don't know. Wow, he even gets paid to do this. That's crazy. JP Morgan Chase just put their thing out. Besides project, should I be learning platform? No, you should not learn cloud. You can learn Leetcode at the same time as projects, though. That's why, also, like, that's why I made this website too, by the way. Right, that's why I made this website, by the way. Like, especially if you're a complete beginner. Like, it's just the easy problems. Like, you have a list of numbers. You have a single number. Check if the number is in the list. Right? And maybe this is time too where I can actually go over this, but like, we'll go over this, right? Like, here's how you use like this kind of like you haven't coded before and you just want to learn how do you actually code. This is the same thing that I did. Like, that's like, this is literally what I did when I was my first year in computer science class and I couldn't code. I went to Project Euler and I solved their easy problems. And then and then I, what did I do? Right, and then I like solved it, and I didn't know how to solve it, and then so like I had to look at the solution and figure that out. That's we have ChatGPT now, so ChatGPT can give you the solutions to any problem, and then you can figure out how to how to actually do it. But you need to learn how to do a for loop. You need to know what an array is. You need to know conditional logic. How do you do if statements? And so I just compiled these, which are very, very easy problems, and then have it to where like, okay, you have a list of numbers. You have a single number. Back up the numbers in the list. Okay, how do you do this? What we'll do is we'll change it to language of choice. We'll go here and we have two options. We can create a method, which I think is probably the best thing. We'll just say like make a method and then say check if inside list. Give it a name. If you don't know how to make a method, just go to ChatGPT and set it up, like ask it how to do it, and then make it. And then so let's say for this problem, we have a list of numbers and a single number. So let's do that. So numbers and then single number, right? And then we want to make this method. Whenever you call it, you pass the numbers and a single number that it returns whether that number is in the list. So then we'll say, okay, cool. For num in numbers, if num equal to single number, return yes, return no. This is the answer to this problem. It's a very easy problem. And then we'll just actually test it if inside list. So if this is too easy for you, then you go up to the higher ones. But like the kind of idea here is we can create this method and then call it. So we say 3, 1, 4, 5. We can even ask, LLM to generate it for us, but 3, 1, 4, 5, whatever. And then like, is 5 inside of it? And then we just run it. Yes, 5 is inside of it. Wow, it works. Is 6 inside of it? No, it's not. And I probably should, I think I need to talk slower too when I'm doing these, but, and then you test it and make sure it works. So this is like beginner computer science. Like, do you know how to write a for loop? Do you know how to check if something? A little bit with methods, which is maybe getting ahead of the gun, but like nothing really I can do to avoid that aside from building my own kind of IDE platform, which I don't think that's necessary. But then you do it and then you say, okay, cool, I did it. And then you mark it complete and you go on to the next one and the next one. And you just kind of keep going through them until you feel comfortable that this is like just really easy. And then you move into the real problems. So that is like how you use this. It's just, you just go through step by step. And then with this problem, you'll learn for loops. And then now as you know for loops, you can take that knowledge and use it for the next for loop problem, which I think is this one here, loops. Count how many days Takashi did more tasks, and just so on, so on, so on. Write your method, test it up, and go about it. And then when you're done with this, or when you're feeling comfortable, then you can move into these, which are these are actually more Leetcode problems, but they're easy. They're much easier. And I think they will get you a job. because jobs like don't, the bar isn't like super, super crazy, or at least just having a job. The things that I do are, you know, very, very, I think, competitive. Advent of code completed. No. If Leetcode is a necessity, and you should be Leetcoding every day. Advent of code completed. I did not complete it, unfortunately. I still haven't done it. I'm trying to debug it. Like, I don't know why I'm getting, why am I off by one? That's like really bad. But a print starting point plus none before add. I mean, it's really after add, but negative 18. Yeah, it doesn't work. I mean, I was hoping maybe modular worked, but we'll just have to do it literally. I want to be fancy, but maybe we can't. Oh my god, I can't even believe this. I feel like the modular should have just handled all this. I shouldn't have to do this. It doesn't make sense. I mean, negative modulo, but I had a test for Bloomberg HackerRank. It wasn't LeetCode. It was making an API with React and Node. I spent a month learning LeetCode. Was blindsided by it. Yeah, this is the other thing too that I kind of talk about. I think I've talked about this before, but like I don't know if I have it here. I don't know where I put it, but on my other page on school, I definitely have it. And I'll try to put it here too, because I do have like practice LeetCode here, but I should also like this. Oh yeah, here it is. I kind of do have it here, right? Learn system integration, practice connecting to APIs, handling edge cases, writing production quality. I could probably be better about it, but I mean, like there are some companies that don't like LeetCode, and so they'll test you on your knowledge. But I'm gonna build stuff out on this stuff in the future. But like, I mean that's 100% the case, right? Is that like you can get asked LeetCode / coding, you can get asked knowledge / trivia questions, and a part of coding. Some people don't like LeetCode. Some people don't like LeetCode, so they do. They'll ask you APIs or file parsing, which is what AdCoder does, by the way. So they'll ask you how to parse a file, and if you can't do it, then they won't get you the job. So these are like the three ones, and actually, there's even other ones too. So they'll ask you object-oriented programming and low-level design. So how would you design some kind of feature? Hmm. Weird. Very, very weird. 82, 30 is 52, but then 48. Maybe if I... No, but this doesn't make sense. I don't... This is actually really weird. Something's happening with my, I watch videos. I don't know if you hear people recommending reading code base on GitHub, but I tried that and it's impossible to sift through. I mean, if you're a complete beginner, then yeah, it will be. That's kind of, I mean, the reason that I set mine up that way is because it's my thing is like, how do you get hired? But like, you can read code base on GitHub. It'll be really hard and it'll make you a better programmer, but it may not get you hired because it's not what they simulate on the test. You don't really ever have to read through code bases, which actually that'd be a pretty cool interview process. Make someone read through a code base and see how well they do. The problem they don't do it though, I think it's probably maybe cheating. Yeah, but that would be a way that you would get good because you have to do that on the job. 100% need to do that on the job. But again, as of now, companies don't test it. I think because it's probably easier to cheat on it. Someone could finish it and then type up a summary of all the code that they read. Let's see here. Oh my god, bro! This is so sad that I don't know what the bug is. It's something human, I guess. But I even have it like printing, like 52, 52, 52, 1. And then 48. Why does it 48 say 0? Why does 48 say 48 minus 48 should be 0? Like, are we joking? Is this actually a joke? $68, $50 div is 18, but that means we roll it back. It's 82, 30. Why am I seeing lines though? That doesn't make any sense. And honestly, I don't really care too much about after. $50, 18, $50, 82, $52, 48, 48, 52. Yeah, there's something's happening here. 52 plus 48 is 100. But 100 mod 98. Maybe I just need to do mod 100 then. Maybe like I was just crazy. And it was always like mod 100. And I just didn't know. Yeah, I think it was just always mod 100. That kind of sucks that I really messed that up that way. Okay, whatever. Whatever. Whatever, whatever. This one was really annoying that I didn't think about doing. I kind of thought about it. I thought it didn't make any sense. I thought it didn't make any sense to do that. Maybe next time I'll actually try to think about things a little bit deeper. You are sure that's the right password, but won't open the door. Since the economy is bad, I have like summer. I mean, I feel like the economy's been really, really bad for like 2 years, as people have been saying. But again, I mean, I don't know, Christian, what your background is. I'd have to like, how many years of experience do you have? How many years of experience do you have? The dial. Okay, I understand. So we also want to count during the modulo. So we want to count if it's here. Then we say answer plus equals 1. And then the same thing here, like if starting point greater than 0. Yeah, you can let me know what your years experience are. I can give you my thoughts. But okay, so this one should be bigger. I think we're just gonna count it both. Okay, okay, the answer's too low. Paste. Let's see here. Three, really? During the rotation, this counts spillover. R48, 55, 99. 48. Did an Amazon internship in data analytics, and then you finished your CS degree. You got a job as an IT programmer analyst, which is basically a SQL role and some IT related tasks. Wait, but how many years of experience do you have? But I thought that helps. But I mean, Amazon internship is very good. Using data analytics, I mean, you should probably stick to data then, if you're just going to do that. I mean, because data analytics and SQL, like these two things go really, really hand in hand, I think. So you should probably just stick to being a database kind of or back-end person. So there, I actually would say there's probably not a whole lot of value to you learning JavaScript. I mean, you could build projects with it though. 1 year of experience. You have 1 year of experience. You should be able to get a job. You should be able to get a job in like January. I mean, you passing the interview is a different thing, but you should be able to get interviews for sure. You did data analytics, and you're also currently using SQL. Again, it depends. What are you making? What are you setting up? But if you don't like, and I don't know if you need JavaScript, you can get access to the database and backend stuff roles. Assuming you have projects built out, with those technologies. It's like Java. I mean, you can use JavaScript too if you really want to, though. But if you have other skills, then I would just use that and keep it. I'm in the gutter eating cereal for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. how many years of experience do you have, KX? But I don't know. That's my thought. Like, I mean, I've seen like people with 1 year of experience. Like, it depends if you actually worked on stuff. But if you've just been like kind of sitting around not doing anything, well then, like basically that would be my focus. Like, let's just focus. Let's just build up as many good, cool projects at your current job as we can. So you're a SQL developer. So like build out SQL stuff at your job, whatever, if you can, if it's possible, because then you can put that all on your resume. Say, look, I'm a killer at my job. Kind of goes back to the thing I'm saying here, but like my value here is like I would love to do this. Just do projects. Oh, you can't see my screen. I just do projects for other people. Yeah. Just I mean, do it if it's your current job, whatever. Like, but like you can do it at a corporate environment. That's great. I'm a noob. Yeah. Well, you'll get there. I mean, we all got to start from zero. We all have to start from zero. Okay. Let's see here. Rather happens during rotation at the end of one. So this one I was only counting at the end, apparently. Which I actually don't. It wasn't really right 48 because it kicks over and it immediately points to 0. 55 because we go 60 to 55. 99 because we go 99 to 99. But this is so crazy. Oh, I see. I understand it's here. R1000, you can flip it twice. And I don't think I was counting it being flipped twice. I understand. Like, so how many times is it divisible? Or like remainder? Not remainder, but I want the... rotations past 0. And it would be starting point divided by the number. And then we floor it. Okay, that didn't work. Oh my god, man. These things are so hard to debug too, but like I know I'm messing something up. I probably even misread the thing. That's also another reason why it's happening. But very hard to do these and talk. I basically make reports for the finance department. Data analytics would be lateral shift. I want to make more money. I mean, you can make a lot of money doing data science, but I mean, you can do software engineering too. Like basically the skill you have SQL. I don't know. You basically make reports for finance department. I mean, yeah, I mean, it really depends. Like, I don't know. Like, you could probably spin that into a way where you're actually working with databases. That's gonna be my guess. So, like, you could probably put on your resume. You could probably say something like, optimized SQL queries. And then outside of work, if you don't get to use front end, I guess you could say JavaScript. So you can build a JavaScript front end, like React stuff. Or even Node.js. So you can just become a JavaScript server person. So you can do the back end, front end, and then connect, make some applications where you connect SQL with Node.js. Like this is fine to build web applications and connect them to the database and use your database stuff though. But you should position yourself as being strong in SQL. I think because SQL is very big. It's very in demand in terms of jobs. And you can look that up on Indeed. I think, to verify wherever you're trying to work. But and then just do JavaScript. Sure. Yeah, it really depends on what you've been working on now. But I mean, it sounds like you're not really doing a whole lot of SQL. So then, yeah, you have to. I mean, it's probably going to be till summer for you. because you need to build out projects. So you need to do it for someone else, or you need to build it yourself. You need to put it on your resume. Bro, I hate that I can't solve this, but I'm also talking to. But anyways, I think we're gonna end the stream pretty soon. I'll take a look at this actual hard Leetcode problem while I can't solve the numbers one, and we'll see how hard this is. Because I do need to actually stretch my brain just a little bit today. Just a little bit. In computers, you're given basic integer batteries with battery at I. Can run a computer for batteries in minutes. True, thanks for advice. Yeah, like basically, right? Like you already do this thing. Like the best thing would be you switch internally in your company. Like that's the easiest. You don't have to do Leetcode. You don't have to do anything. You just like switch. You switch internally. You say you switch teams. You apply. Yeah, I don't know how big your team is. Like I don't know how big your company is. I don't know anything of that stuff. But like that's the best thing to do, is that you would just pivot out of that position and you say I want to be a software engineer. You talk to the other teams. You interview internally. And because it's internal, it's very, very easy to move. The Leetcode isn't that hard. They trust you. They have like your profile of who you are as a worker and all this stuff. So you can just make that transition internally. Now, and then eventually once you've made the transition internally, then you can go build a really, really good experience and then build it and move outside to make more money. If you're trying to get Fang one day or something. And then the second thing is that you could just build projects. So you stay here, but then you just build out the projects. And then once they're good enough, you start applying to jobs, messaging recruiters. Hey, I used to work at Amazon and I worked on databases at Amazon. I worked on databases at this company. And then you can pivot over that way. And other thing too is you could also just build the projects for other people. So you could say, hey, like I'm here, but on the side, I'm going to build out projects, whatever project you want. Friend, mom, dad, whatever. Like I will just build it for you. What AI thing do you think should be built? And you just build it out. Build whatever that thing out. Use your databases. Use your JavaScript. When you talk to a recruiter, you're going to say that you worked on like freelance projects. You worked on freelance projects or like worked with like different like just startups, like startup side projects, whatever. For other people. So that's gonna look good for experience. And yeah. Anyways. Yeah. So that's what you would do. And then once you've actually done that, then you're looking good. Cool. I think that's really it. I think for today. I'm gonna have to go through this thing later. Off stream I'm gonna go through this just so you guys kind of know what I'm doing. I'm gonna read through this hard problem. And then I might just put this as a GPT to figure out what the heck I'm doing wrong with this one. That's honestly most likely what's gonna happen. But this is what's actually gonna help me get better. So I'm gonna read through this one, and then that's what I'm gonna do off stream. And if you guys aren't at school and you want to join school, I do answer questions and DMs inside of there. So cool. And then January I'm gonna do like a challenge within that. But yeah, I'll see you guys and peace.